Hello and welcome back to the Mojave and the Mojave Brotherhood of Steel chapter. This episode I want to cover two things. First of all, I want to work down my focus tree to complete the focus begin again. And then secondly, I'm going to be taking on Kaiser's Legion and his buddies whenever he decides to attack. So let's go over what I have changed. Nothing for decisions, nothing for intelligence. Also, haven't messed with my research, although once this finishes, I need to work on getting some manpower quickly. Construction is the main thing I've changed. I've bumped up my military factory construction all that as a priority so that I can get as much production out as possible. For those in my previous video that kept on suggesting that I build defenses, I have done exactly that. I don't know if you've seen those HOI4 meme short videos about the impenetrable fortresses. I'm setting up my own. I have the main areas covered already with maximum bunkers. I have coastal forts along the Colorado River here, and I am building some outposts as well just to boost things up a little bit, so don't worry about that. My main concern with going after Kaiser right now is I'm probably outnumbered. I'm going to estimate it 5 to 1 between him and his buddies, so I won't lie, I am hoping that his tumor gets the better of him and they break out into a civil war. But we'll see how that goes. And then manpower is always a problem with Brotherhood of Steel. I'm not going to increase my recruitment because I want to keep my special forces capacity at its maximum. I don't want to mess with that. But let's move on. And first thing, let's actually do this first. Let's get another Spirit of the Army Corps. Now, we all know Elijah doesn't get along well with the Lost Hills, but I do feel that this unique one here is the best way to go. So I'm losing some planning, I'm losing some entrenchment, but I'm gaining a big boost to both attack and speed and my planning speed. So I'm going to take that one there. Now, focus tree wise, as I mentioned in episode 3, I will be doing these ones here after securing the dome. This is what allowed me to complete that Civil War episode 3. Now, all of these are actually good. They all give you bonuses. They're all lovely. The most important ones for me right now is the Forbidden Zone and Y0. This is the one that gives me the Robo Scorpion template. So I'm going to go for that. And then Y0 is actually what gives you the National Spirit for Rumours of the Sierra Madre to start off this part of the focus tree. So first of all, I'm going to get the Forbidden Zone. Shut up, shut up. When I find the source of those broadcasts, securing the Forbidden Zone event is going to be coming up. And this is a step in the right direction. I've got improved power armor. Now I am going to go after the night vision devices. It is the shortest of the ones I currently have available. This is going to give me an extra 12% boost for attacking at night. And since I do have a little bit of a boost, let's put these puppies in production. I have to upgrade 2,483 sets of power armor, so that's quite a lot. That's the reason why I want to get factories and for these police protections over here. One thing I forgot to mention on my intro is I am fairly comfortable with my armor right now, except for my protectrons. I am 4 short of guarding the river here. I'm supposed to have 15 to cover every tile. I only have 11, but I don't want to increase my recruitment unnecessarily, because then I'm going to run out of manpower. So it's a bit of a game that I'm playing. I'm rolling the dice here. Long range radio is done. That's the best my communication range is going to get. Let me increase my encryption just a little bit. Now, I haven't checked what other Brotherhood of Steel nations may need my help out here in the wasteland, because basically I don't want to send anyone off with Kaiser breathing down my neck. Just have to wait 2 weeks for them to get back to me. So as much as I'd like to help anyone that's out there, now's not the time. Well, when you look at this, not even, 28 days after I have completed the after I saw this episode, Kaiser has declared war on me and has called in the Navajos, or Navarro, whoever the hell it is, Navajo. So I am outnumbered. They're split down the middle. Yep, about 5 to 1. I am going to attack, even though my protectrons aren't fully covering the river. I want to get over the dam here, and even if I just hold this area here, it'll be easier for me to defend. So I've stopped the training, sending just the power armor from Necrophilian Squadron into the attack. And yes, let me get whatever help I can from Lost Hills. And actually, I just need him right now. There we go. Let's send these guys in. Now I will use Archimedes if I have to. Yeah, there's Tucson joining as well. Oh, and there we go. Forbidden Zone is done. So the Forbidden Zone, as it has been called again and again by the Robo Scorpions skittering around the land, has finally been secured by our forces. Much of the chagrin, seemingly of whoever is leading these Robo Scorpions, is this Dr. Mobius. When we finally went and secured this facility, we were expecting to find the mastermind that was running it, yet we didn't. Whoever this Dr. Mobius was, it seems to have vanished, having gone off to the dome to meet with the other leaders of this place. We'll meet him there when we take the dome. So, add technology Robo Scorpions, and I get 250 of them, which is frankly lovely. Now, I would love to put these guys into production, but as you can see, they cost almost double the production cost of the police protectrons. So even though their stats are pretty damn amazing, I just cannot afford to build them right now. So numbers are important, so that's going to have to stay the way it is. Next focus I'm going to be going for is Y0, because I want to prove what my memory is telling me about unlocking the Sierra Madre Rumours here. So Y0. Now this is interesting. Let's start that off, and let's get these guys across the dam. I am watching this area quite carefully in case of any naval invasions, because I'm going to have to manually support them. Okay. Almost. I haven't unlocked Archimedes. High power optics is done, so that boosted my soft attack and piercing. Now let's get my hard attack and piercing done with precision motors, and I can. Oh, this is coming at a good time. Let me military signing bonus, and let me just tag that to go on. Do we have a sanitation? No. Whether there's normally another, I don't think I've researched it yet. No, I haven't researched it yet. I think it's farm stations or something like that. There we go. Okay, and we're across. And I have more factories. Now, let's see. What am I in the red with? Robots. So let's put you on 5. Put another 5 there. Okay. That's my encryption done. Let's get my decryption sorted out. Eagle Rock is gone. Okay. I just want to get this nice and secured. While we're squeezing them, we've got a pocket. Okay, 1st of January 2280. Pushing well. Okay, there's my Lost Hills. Okay. Oh, it lost 20 to the 1,700. This is going to be good. Watching my manpower. Make sure it doesn't drop down too freaking low. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, they aren't ready to deploy it. Once these guys deploy, I'm going to take this down to single recruitment. Much as I want the numbers, I need to keep my guys in the field equipped as well. And that's what I need to look out for. Here we go. Okay. So I've got guys here, got guys here. Let's just stick it up. What do we have here? Yes. You can join over there, and let's come here, and there we go. Get some manpower back. And we've got to cross this river over here. So let me be very careful here. Delete that. And 1, 2, 3. You guys join in there. It's now 13 units on this front line. I've got to watch here and watch here. And they've attacked in here. So you know what? You three, get in there. So this was probably an unprotected tile that didn't have any protectrons on it. And that's how they're able to land so easily. But they've taken it back, so that's good. And we've got another one more. Another robot. And it says cancel you. And okay, what is my compliance looking like? 92, 92. Okay, so they're coming up for I can get them soon enough. All right, now let me, now that I'm across, let's keep it nice and simple. Let's do a, I don't want to do it too far. Let's do a breakthrough down towards Kingman over here. I know Flagstaff's right there, but one thing, it's very easy to overextend your lines here. Okay, so securing Y0. This facility is notable not for what it has, but for what it once had. The Y0 facility is completely destroyed. Yes, scarce terminal recordings say that what was conducted here may have been the most important of all. The facility here was researching molecular assembly, the act of turning anything into anything, the alchemist's home of old world science. It seems that Big Mountain scientists were able to accomplish this, but not here. They mentioned that this research was done for one Frederick Sinclair in a place known as Sierra Madre. And I was right, the Rumours of Sierra Madre is now national spirit, and I get an extra 0.05 political power gain per day. So this unlocks this over here. But now that I'm thinking about it, I want to get all these boosts here, get this out the way, because that's what I said I was going to do. So let me just start. I might as well start here on the left and just circle around or something like that. Or let's zigzag. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. I'm sure you might have seen this before. X22. This facility is pervaded by parasitic fungus. Let's not linger here too long. There we go. And let's carry on pushing. I want to push south. I want to get as much as my necrophilian guys onto the line. Okay, so that's all done. Let's get my last radar. Nice.
Flank them.
Well, flank them if you can. But if you can't, just carry on attacking. Okay, so they have low supply problems already. I'm still running on basics. Okay, blighted woods are gone. Let's see how's this all going. Oh, okay. 3%. Standard thing, I need to get them to 20% or less of their victory points, which is going to be difficult considering the fact that they are all the way up here, all the way down there, and that's not even considering their two friends. Hence why I will not be too upset
I've got you now.
if what was I thinking to myself? If the Kaiser has to succumb to his tumor. If I really need to, I will pull Veronica and his center. Oh, well, look at this. I was just saying, or just wanted to mention, that I might pull them off the line to go here. But now Genta de Sol has declared war on Tucson. And they have a nice amount of units as well. Let me see if I can non-aggression pact send. Okay, let's send that. Okay, they have accepted. Brilliant. Okay, and what do we have here? Okay, I need one more robot. Political power. What am I going to do with this political power? Nothing I want to do right now, so I'm going to leave it be. Because 92, 92, getting closer. Okay, they've accepted that. Now let me see if they will let me ask for military access. Because if I can attack here, take out Tucson, then I won't have to worry about this, and I'll take out one of their allies. And Tucson has, obviously not the majority, but quite a bit. I want to see, because then I can change. They've accepted. Okay, brilliant. Okay, song from the front. First of all, song from the front. Base war support, 100%. Don't need that. Political power, don't need that either. Let me get the base war support just in case. Now, I want to see if this is either going to be a brilliant plan or a terrible one. Let's just go there. Okay. I am leaving myself completely open to the NCR here. So this could end up being either a terrible deer or a brilliant one. Let's see. There's only one way to find out. Okay. And let's put them into the attack, but I want everyone to go carefully. Okay, they're all going across 13 units. Let's see if they can all get there. Oh, my supplies are low. Didn't think of that. Okay, I would love it if we can get this here, so I can get these three on here as well. Hangdogs have declared one Khazar's Legion. Okay, I need to push while I can here. I need to push while I can here, while they are distracted. Okay, yes. Walking tanks. Oh, yes, that's just got better. And rapid prototyping. Can't come at... whoa, 3. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. Okay, so... this one was for my vertebrates. That one is for there. Okay, so now let me get better CAS aircraft. Yes. This one was for my industry and I need manpower badly. So we're going to do that. And here's my land doctrine. Now, there is, in my personal opinion, no option here between purity and principle. It's principle. This one is if you are planning on losing. I don't know, but principle. That's the way it goes. Let's get principle and let's make some vertibirds and also some scrap motorcycles. Okay, so I'm going to put you there. Yes. Okay, how's this construction going? Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Back to the fight. Oh, and securing X-22. Long defunct research station X-22 focused on researching plant life and its military applications. It was here that the small carrier Vera Morsiadana, whatever, was created and later transferred to Vault 22. Oh, we all know those guys. The team that secured the control of this facility ended up taking some damage after facing a particularly dangerous foe known as Patient Zero in the terminal logs. Within X-22 there are some particularly useful breeds of plants that, if used in the right way, can truly help us in our mission. We can fit a slave collar onto a plant, added technology, monstrous plants. And that, if you don't know, let me just show you here. Monstrous plants over here. There's a Venus flytrap. Okay, now these are pretty good all the way round. Okay, they boost your defense, incredibly little bit of soft hard attack and breakthrough. Main one is on defense. You can see it very much used in forest, jungle, and marsh. So that's not too bad. I won't be using them right now. I'm not messing with anything. So let me get passing inspiration. Evidently, the scientists here use prisoners in internment camps for their experiments. Makes one think. Securing little Yangtze. Okay, and let's see if I can continue trying to. Maybe if I actually need to. Can you maybe push across and help out there? How are these doing here? Okay, they're still going. They're still coming across as well. So far, I haven't lost any, which is good. Okay, let's see if I can get Cottonwood Cove here. Remember, I have told them to attack carefully. No, they lost. Couldn't get across there. I need more manpower on this line. That's what I need. I'm not going to get it. Unless I tell... And of course this happens as I'm thinking. Okay, let's keep that there. How are you doing here? Okay, they are going quite nicely against Tucson. I don't want Tucson. I just want to basically secure the south over here. Tucson, we confirm to Gentle Soul, you are at war. Okay, you're only at war with Tucson. You're not at war with anyone else. You're not at war with Kaiser. There's a problem that outnumbered me so much. Oh, I can get that over there.
Greetings, Elder.
If you guys take Tucson, okay, Santiago's going to have to basically do this on our own. I need to focus on this. See, now they're getting pushed back. Let's activate Archimedes here. What did you get? Savage leader. No terrain trait yet. Still got a while to go.
Take positions.
Let's see if that helps anything. I see. I don't want peach pings. I want you guys to come down south here. I want to secure the river. Oh, and securing little Yangtze over here. Okay. It seems we have finally found the origin of the slave collars we have found across the wastes. Here in Big Mountain, we have found an ancient Chinese prisoner camp populated by Ghoul prisoners still wearing collars on their necks. This technology has always been useful to the Brotherhood in weeding out potentially bad recruits. Now that we have a good stockpile of these, we can keep on collaring the disloyal for years to come. Compliance is appreciated. Okay, infantry armor production cost minus 15%. That would have been useful if I decided to use them. Now I am going to go for securing X13. Silence, silence. Must everything in this curse's place talk. Securing X13 will be the next event. And I'm currently thinking that I'll be giving you updates of anything important that goes on, because otherwise this episode is going to drag out quite a lot. So don't know when I'll see you again, but hopefully when I do, I'll have some good progress to give you. Oh yes, please and thank you. This is what I need now, is some more manpower. Now, let me get some more, and I'm thinking I'm actually going to do something I hardly ever do, and that's I'm going to go down from caravan guards to sporadic outposts, because that's going to need 50% less manpower for my garrisons. Hopefully that will... Okay, well that's taking care of that manpower issue. Now, resistance. Let's have a look here quickly. 93. That's damn close. Okay, let me take... Who's on the bottom here? Let's put you there. Always try to look to cover the most area. There we go. She can work there. Still haven't gotten here, but these guys are still on careful. I'm mainly trying to focus on manualing Veronica's troops here. I'm trying to VP snipe, but I just don't have enough. Oh, there's some more factories and a dockyard. Okay, that dockyard is going to make convoys. Keep my troops supplied. What am I in the red with? Power armor. Okay, so that's another. Let's make this 5 as well. Let's make that 10. Oh, and back up to 120. Damn it all. Okay, let's have a look at securing X13. The X13 facility was a strange one, seemingly built around testing a prototype alternative to the Chinese stealth suit. Brotherhood scouts had to run through a series of increasingly difficult challenges arranged by some sort of artificial intelligence before they're able to secure the facility. We can use the computer data here in order to further our own research. Now, this is not actually useful to me, because this gives me a bonus and time penalty reduction for special forces equipment. That's for light, and I'm sorry. For me personally, if you're playing Brotherhood and you're using light special forces, you're doing something wrong. Next, Higgs Village. A silent village wholly devoid of inhabitants. Refreshingly quiet. Let's get there, and no perks yet. Can't call anything yet either, even though I'm freaking almost 200 political power. But I have secured all my border crossings here along the Colorado. So I'm going to do something a little bit risky, possibly stupid, is I am going to change, right now they're defending the coastline. I'm going to change it to bunkers, and I'm going to add in here, here, and here. Whoop. There. So even though there won't be fully manning all the coastline bunkers in that here. I will at least have some units everywhere because I really do not want the NCR coming at me right now. Oh, why did that activate? Oh, because I've still got that set. Because I want to show you I cannot ask for a non-aggression pact, even though Lost Hills has a non-aggression pact with them. I'm stuck with the way I am. These guys are still running on careful. I'm looking at taking Kingman. Haven't decided if I'm going to push down towards the coast or make my push to Flagstaff. It all depends on how things go here against Tucson, and it is getting better. I am one tile away from taking their capital, and because they are 66% towards capitulation, I'm hoping that might seal the deal, and then I can move these guys back up. Alright, that is the top level of radar finished, and that means I have finished my engineering branch. According to the focus tree that I can remember, there's no way to unlock sophisticated. We'll have to wait and see. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm actually going to get my refined tools so I can get my production up as fast as I can. Alright, I don't know if this is going to be a good or a bad thing. Tucson has just capitulated and Genta de Sol has taken them, but Kaiser's now declared war on them. So they've been pulled into the war, but I think they've done what I wanted to is for them not to actually be pulled into the war and to literally just cut off attack from here. I wanted this to remain neutral, and in a way it still is, because Tucson can't attack me from north. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave them be. I'm going to pull all of Veronica's people. I'm going to do initially a fallback line here. Let's just do it here. I want to do a fallback line here with everybody.
After this, I have some weapons to repair.
Why is not everybody going? It's only saying 3 divisions. I want 13 divisions. Where was this other line there? Oh, barely saw that. In a way, I could attack from the south now as well, but I don't want to. I'm adjusting my normal a tactic of attacking them by basically using Genta de Sol and Hag Dogs as a diversion so I can push. So I'm going to pull them in, put all my infantry here, go for Flagstaff, but I'm banking on making enough robots to watch my back and that the NCR is not going to attack me while I'm fighting this. That is what I'm banking on. If that fails, I'm probably going to have to pull everybody back and replan this. Although, I'm just hoping this works out for me. Okay, have my monoplane attacker done. Now to work on my monoplane fighter, and I'm actually going to go for it and put these. Yeah, I've got some of the banks. I'm going to put these guys into production, and I'm actually glad that that paused when it did, because majority of Veronica's troops have landed here. So I'm going to do what is probably one of the riskiest moves I ever do, and that is I'm going to recreate my line while I'm fighting. So I've deleted their line and I'm going to create a new one there. Okay, it seemed to have worked. What I was worried about is that Veronica would be sent up top here to the north and the troops here would fall back and I would get cut out. The trick I've learned is I put the fallback line here. It seems to add them on to the closest point that they were. Now, what am I going to do? I'm not going to do an armor group order. I am going to do, first of all, make sure everybody's on careful again. And now I'm going to push Necrophilian here to Flagstaff. And I've got Kingman, so that's good. I don't want to push my line too far. So let's just go for, this is spouse, I don't know. I'm basically going to set up two separate attack lines rather than an armed group order, because what is very easy to do when fighting against Kaiser in Arizona here. Oh, night vision devices. Let me finish this. Oh, love it. More power armor. What is very easy to do is your line gets out, it gets stretched out. I've actually only got 35 units fighting here, and I've done it before with about 50, 60, but 35's a bit, line's a bit thin, so I don't want to overstretch my line, hence why Gentle to Souls being used as a distraction, and hangdogs are helping out as well. But now, night vision devices are done. Not going to use that. How much is this? 231, 194, speed, soft attack. I'm going for this purely because it's shorter. Let's get there and let's check. Still stuck on 93. This is annoying me because if I can call that, it's I get garrison back and manpower back, but it's going up slower because I took it down, and I still need 200. So I think that manpower I'm going to get from the next research is basically going to disappear into that. Oh, 500. Maybe I do get some for my units. All right, securing Higgs village. Deep within Big Mountain, we have found a strange facility, an indoor artificial suburban village seemingly made for the executives that used to run Big Mountain. While this place has taken some damage over the years, it is still remarkably intact, all things considered. We can study the wiring and circuitry within the walls of the house to figure out how to construct pre-war buildings. And I get a research bonus of 25% for construction, which is nice. Next, I have done these three already, so let me just jump on and do X8 over here. Whoever bought this place has problems. Damn Skippy. There we are. Precision motors is done. Now, heavy lifter can wait because I could do that later. I need it for something later in the focus tree, basically after I've beaten Kaiser. So this gives me the opportunity to take care of something I've been neglecting, and that is my support equipment. So first of all, let's get onto here. Let me get, which sounds better? Solar cannon. Let's get the flamer. Do that one first. Seed selection is done. Now that was supposed to give me 500 manpower, but you can see a lot of that's been sucked away. So I'm going to do this again. Plant cultivation. This will give me another 500, 71 days. And you can see here, even though I'm on careful, thankfully by okay, two Gentle Souls getting whipped, hangdogs are getting whipped, but I am making some good progress. Kaiser's down to, okay, he's 14% already, and he hasn't knocked Flagstaff yet, but hangdogs are not long for this world. Thankfully, my would-be allies are taking the majority of the hits manpower-wise. Oh, and here we go, securing X8. This is quite a nice one, actually. We are not sure why the facility was even made. It seems to be just a giant school made under some sort of ego experiment. After our paladins stormed through the halls, they were able to find one thing of note, though. A small cyber dog by the name of Roxy. Veronica has taken a particular liking to them. Them, it, her, I don't know. Okay, so Veronica now gains animal friend, which if I had dogs attached would be fantastic, and she gets a logistics skill added on. Now let's do X7. Dangerous testing grounds here. I'll need to expend a few hands. Please be careful, Elijah. I don't have that much manpower to bloody expend. This isn't good. Fall of the hangdogs. They are all but done for, which means, unfortunately, I have a lot more land to conquer up north. Gentle to Souls putting up a good fight, but if Kaiser doesn't succumb to his tumor, I've got a long fight ahead of me. Well, Kaiser might have gotten Dog City, but I've taken Flagstaff. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to push Necrophilian forward anymore. I'm hoping they hold the line. All right, let me first explain before we get onto this. I am pushing Veronica down south. Then I'm going to bring everybody westwards, my entire army group. And I'm hoping that by doing that, I will actually be able to cut off these troops here, and Gentle de Sol can attack back in and take out this, focus on the southern part at least, because they are doing some fighting here. I won't lie, if Rio Grande wants to attack Kaiser, they're more than welcome to. Yeah, they're more than welcome to this, all I'm going to say. Oh, I can call something. Hold on, hold the phone. Bitter Springs, cord. Okay, they'll help me a little bit with, hopefully with resources and manpower, because I am getting factories, but I'm running out on steel, strange enough. But let's get back to this. Securing X7. This facility is actually just a giant artillery gun, of which isn't actually much use due to the fact it's completely isolated from any real threat. Still, we can take the ammunition here and convert them into something our troops can use. So I get 1,000 fragmentation grenades, which is nice. Then 2 more left here. Let's get to the Saturnite research facility. While they were researching a new alloy here, useful. Substitute the scorching gaze of the sun. I'm going to get that event. And is there anything I can take care of here? I hate having so many things up top here. Not really. Once I secure needles, I'm going to... actually, how much is needles to actually core? 76. Okay. I'm going to do this now then. Officer core, officers, citation. Okay, he's got 4. So I just need to keep 76 in the bank. Okay, let's go for first. Let's go for supply consumption. Okay. Then organization. Yes, always good. I can do maybe one more. Let's go for entrenchment, or I haven't actually, no, that actually is a bit of an issue, so let's get that there. And okay, that's enough. How much will the next one cost me? 52. Okay, I don't think I'll be doing that for a while. I can actually think the reason I've got this is because I spent a large amount of caps, 200,000 in fact, to get the new citizen care package. But hopefully when Flagstaff's up and running, I can make more money more quickly. I don't know. Hey, why are you guys here? There, take them, join this line. Have a nice day. And I have my flamethrower. So next, let me get Tesla Canna Cyber Dog gun. I'm gonna go for the Cyber Dog gun. Why the hell not? Let's get NMGs then, and let's... oh, plenty of these. Actually, I'm going to take a risk here because I need power armor. I'm going to go take these guys down just to 1. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake here. See, plenty of factories, not a lot of resources, no manpower. Biggest problem. But I have cut off this unit like literally now. So 3, 4, 9, 12, 13, 15 units I've cut off, and I will eradicate, which means, yeah, 15 units off of this. I am making progress against Kaiser, especially they're still have double losses, and compared to me 20 times the losses. So hopefully I am bleeding their manpower. Oh, I'm so sorry. In my haste, I clicked already. So recon infiltration is finished. They gave me some nice boost. Now moving on to warrior code. This is all wonderful. This is not. Losing another 10% of my recruitable population, unfortunately. These guys are going down, and not too soon. Gentle to source flows lost any of the cores. Remember, this line only goes down once you hit core territory. And naval invasion, where? Needles. Okay, that's all covered up, but I need to watch this area now. Okay, another lovely piece of information. Flagstaff is up and running for me to make some more money. Naval invasion hasn't landed yet. Monoplane fighters are ready, so I'm ready to move on to my next bit. I want to give my CAS some more damage. I've faced no problem in the air, so I'm going to go for offensive armament. Besides, I do have fighters that are basically doing nothing right now. Let's put them into reduction as well. Okay, I have cored needles now as well. So everything that can be cored right now is. I've still got a bit to go for Nellis and what area is this now? What area is that? Jacobstown. Still got time for that. Then okay. Yes, you can use my ports. Whatever helps you in your fight. Almost done here, and then we're going to focus on North Phoenix and start pushing west. Alright, securing the Saturnite research facility. Our paladins have found a strange facility that bears mention to a strange space alloy known as Saturnite. Metallic ceramic alloy with unusual ability to both retain heat and to hold an edge. We can use this material to increase our tool's durability. The NCR will never break through our armor. So division attack +6. Forgot that gave me that, and that has come at a brilliant time. Now, last one for securing the dome. Remember, the way the devs, they wanted you to do all this before you actually unlock the Civil War. That's why I showed you to do this one first to get out the way. Because can you imagine losing this whole chunk of land and having to fight those guys off while you're busy with this? It would be a game ender. But now, why 17? Ghosts of the old world, sealed in their own folly. It would be merciful to put them down. There we go. Okay, refined tools make things faster. Now, I want more resources, but I need to get that first. So first, let me do metalworking. This will help my construction speed. Still lots to build here. And this pocket is almost freaking done for. Oh, and I've got enough political power that I can hand out. So he's got everything except for max entrenchment. Yes. There we go. And he will become my next unit leader as my army hopefully grows a lot faster. Oh, perfect timing. Coal cultivation. 410. That's probably going to disappear very quickly. I'm carrying on. I need another 500. Let's keep this going. Oh, and I can get... Yes, let me boost the attack of my special forces. Remember, I say this every single time I play with power armor. Heavy superior firepower is linked to expanding the ranks, and bolted vanguard, which is defensive boost, is linked to rising squadrons. So be careful when checking these two, because if you choose the wrong one, you're locked into the wrong one here. So I always take the attack one to make sure I don't make that mistake. So superior firepower unlocked, job done. And let me just show you, I've actually manualed these guys just to take out these last 3 tiles and pop these guys off. There we go, it's landed. Okay, let's keep an eye on both of these at the same time. Okay, that's all done. Now, these guys,
Hey there.
no. Why is this still happening?
Greetings, Elder.
Get in there. One of the reasons I hate doing things like this. Okay, now
Hey.
I want everyone here. Let's see if I can do this. 7. I've got a total of 16. And no, let me do it a different way. Let me do a breakthrough here at there and attach everyone there. So now is I can check it. So that's done there. These guys need to join this line. These guys are holding. I'm going to push these guys down through South Phoenix and then go this way, but slowly, very slowly. Hopefully, it'll help Gentle Assault push back because they're starting to lose ground, but so is Kaiser. 39%. Okay. Now I need to watch this freaking naval invasion. And it's the last of the big dome focuses, securing Y-17. The facility is notable for a strange technology within it, the trauma harness. Trauma harness. These suits are essentially a mix of power armor frames and robots, able to drive and keep soldiers walking indefinitely, even centuries after their death. If we were to install this technology into our power armor frames, our soldiers would be practically unkillable. At least we don't have to put it to waste. Yes, and more organization plus 4%. That means my guys can fight longer for harder. Okay, my manpower seems to be doing okay. Big inverted commas there because I'm still at 77 and I've refilled that. So I got that, and now I can actually move on to the Rumours of the Sierra Madre and get down towards begin again. So first of all, Rumours of Sierra Madre. Elijah's research into the Y0 facility at Big Mountain has him intrigued at the prospects of finding the molecular assembly technology that was researched there. It seems that the technology is stored somewhere called the Sierra Madre, and I'm going to get Rumours of the Old World back to these long-ass 60-day focuses, unfortunately. Oh, one thing I want to mention is this line here. This is another classic AI, I'm going to say it, cock-up, where they don't actually guard this. I had to manually set up these 4 units of infantry here to guard this, and if you don't do things like this, this is how you get attacked and swamped from the rear. But I'm now pushing because I'm now actually going to start focusing on VP sniping to try to take Legion out faster. And some other good news is my robots repelled the naval invasion here with 0 losses. So still pushing them out slowly. Remember, I've taken all my equipment down to 1 each, but I'm not stopping even though my manpower has quite some serious issues. Okay, so the good news is I have light machine guns now. That's an upgrade from the swords, and I'm now going to upgrade my, actually, no. I'm going to get focus fast so I can get more Holo-Tech and piercing on my anti-tank rifles. Other good news is I have another unit of robots. Let's put these guys in production quickly. There we go. Now, unfortunately, that is where the good news is. I am sitting with 2 problems. I have absolutely 0 manpower, and as I explained to a chap on Discord, having 0 manpower is like playing, or the reference I used was a soccer game with 9 players on your team and no one in reserve, while your opposing team has a full squad of 11 and reserves. So that is what 0 manpower actually means. Now, there is an easy way to deal with this and then the risky way. I'm going to quickly show you the easy way, and that is cheating. I believe it's called the tide key. So you push that and you type in manpower and then whatever number you want. Now remember, this works on the HOI4 engine, which on the vanilla game you work sometimes in millions. But I'm just going to set an example and say 100. So there you go. First and only time I've ever shown a cheat. But now for the risky way. The risky way I don't really advise, but I don't have any other choice. I am going to go here to my occupied territories and change my default law to no occupation. That means in all these areas here that do not have a core, no garrisons will be sent. Except I still want to call Nellis and Jacksonville over here. So for that one, I'm going to go here and I'm going to put them on caravan guards. The compliance is pretty high, so that yeah, no, that's the amount of manpower it's going to give me. So that's why I really want to get everything in New Vegas cord. 0.28, that's less than half of my militia template, which means that should cost me how many troops? Less than half. Oh, that's going to cost me 28 manpower. That's okay, and that will go down. So that should hopefully give me a whole bunch of manpower back from here. Of course, this resistance is going to skyrocket, but frankly, right now, I don't care. Another thing I'm going to do is, even though I want to carry on my recruitment, my night companies are the less important of my troops. So reinforcements will be my priority. Then if there's anything left over, we'll go to paladins and my robots, and then night company. These are my priority out of the three because they require less manpower to actually recruit. So hopefully that will help deal with my manpower woes. Then second major problem I have is this is a very long line, and I have decided to do an army group order to push south here to help out Genta de Sol. Reason being, they have, I'm going to estimate, let's say 20 units. That's very, very helpful to me if I can keep Genta de Sol alive. So I'm going to try to push down south here and alleviate the pressure so they can help me out in this war. But as I said, very long line. So risky thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Prim Slim's Mojave Defense Squad here, and I'm going to pull them off this what's the word I'm looking for? This defensive order to join the line here. I'm going to put them here in the north, so I'm going to try to put them here in the north so that my stronger units will be in the south pushing. So for that, I'm going to do a fallback line here. They will go there. Now, I'm not going to put all of them there. I am going to keep 5 units. I'm going to form a new army group, and for that I need a new officer. So I've given him some citations and I'm going to promote him. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to give him any traits. Oh no. Can you? Okay, I'm going to have to give him a trait because he got lone wolf. So local leader will bump him up to 6. There we go. Okay, so at least he's not over. He, my good friends, is going to be defending. Let's sort them out everything here. Here. So let's put 2 here. Third will guard here, and then the 4th and 5th will guard here in the south. I'm putting this here because NCI has a nasty habit of declaring random wars. Haven't decided what to call them yet, but I'll at least give them their symbol. I'll figure out a name for them just now. Okay, so they're going to guard there. Then Prim's guys are going to move over here, join them in the north, and hopefully carry on pushing south. Literally, I have to take this just because I don't know what else to do. Mechanized training's finished. Let's see what I can research next. It should be... Yes, overcharged ammunition. This is going to give me a whole bunch of soft attack. Now, I did get a naval invasion down here in the south. I've called a whole bunch of robots. They will hopefully be taking this out problem quite quickly, especially once I take the port here. Then I've cancelled my armed group order because they were expanding out everywhere. And right now, I don't want to take anything close to Navarro. I want to head south. So I set up 2 orders just for Helios and Necrophilian, but they're still spreading out everywhere. So I'm going to change this again and make it breakthrough orders. Now I do have to be careful with the Helios one, because if I do it too close, see how it goes to tries to include these 4 units here, and I want them to be stationary. So we can try that again, and
Yes, sir.
Necrophilian, I'm going to do the same and try push him here towards 3 roads. I am trying to do some VP sniping as well, so that I can get this changed a lot quicker. I'm at 44%, or yeah, they're at 44%, and Jedisol at 23. So I want to keep the pressure on while I can. Now hopefully this will do the trick. Awesome, some more manpower, crop rotation done. I'm going to get some more of that. Let's get irrigation. Manpower is very important. Oh, just for information, I know I did add on 100 with that cheat, but by taking out no garrison acquired here, I got between 800 and 900 manpower back. So that's how much I was actually using here. And it has helped because now my manpower is up for my units and they are pushing okay. There we have Rumours of the Sierra Madre has been unlocked. That should actually give a new, what's the word I'm looking for? A new event quite soon. Now, these 1, 2, 3, 4 show a nice story, background story around Sierra Madre, but I'm not interested in doing that right now. My main choice is either getting 300 more manpower or getting an attack skill on all my unit leaders. And manpower, my risk is paying off so far, so I'm going to go sacrifice of ours. And explicitly, the opening of the Sierra Madre, sealed since the wall, is tied directly to the preceding Gala event. Cracking it takes many hands in different positions. Kicking off the Gala with the Brotherhood manpower will carry a grave cost, but we can't gamble on wastrel stupidity. So as I said, all my unit leaders, and my commanding officer actually, is getting a +1 attack skill, which is going to help. What I'm trying to do here is actually I'm manualing people in to try form up this line so I can send Hilo Squadron more southerly. And just for the record, if you wonder what I'm doing with my political power, for now I am handing out citations. So no one else has 4. So I'll just give out these. Still, energy consumption is a good one. And then organization. I'm going to go those ones. And I'll be handing them out as I can. Because even if I don't promote them, it will make those units a lot stronger. And here's the event I was talking about, Rumours of the Old World. Common knowledge dictates that the elders of any given society hold the largest wealth of knowledge, and that was the truest within the Brotherhood of Steel. Father Elijah had learned a great many things as his life ticked away year after year, and as his youth left him, it was replaced with a ravenous desire to reach the unreachable. He had an incurable and deadly disease that had sent many a fool to an early death, Old World blues. But unlike his peers, Elijah possessed the skills to make his obsession a reality. 2 places captivated him with the alluring glow of the bygone era of mankind, Helios I and the Sierra Madre. The former was in his new backyard, within throwing distance of the headquarters of his newly established chapter. Abandoned and unattended for an unknowable amount of time, the seeming benign solar power plant held a dark secret. Elijah had a hunch that there would be more to this place than power generation, and he was determined to lay his secrets bare. Well, kind of already done that, but carrying on. His second obsession was a much deeper, more insidious love. He had heard tales of a forlorn desert jewel, the Sierra Madre. It was a place said to contain riches beyond your imagination, where any wish could be granted. Whether or not he believed these prospectors' tales, he knew that the casino and the resort was using rare prototype technology. It had its dangers, he was sure, but if he could find it and would crack it open if he could find it, he would crack it open as simply as any safe. As far as Elijah was concerned, nothing was sacred, everything was his to know. Nothing is sacred. Okay, these guys are about to link up, and that's going to be nice. because then I can form up more military factories. What am I in the red on? Power armor and planes. Okay, so let's get more. Oh, very good. I think I'm just going to do planes. Would probably take a lot longer. Okay, let's make this 5. Make it 5 as well. But first, before I do that, let's add another 5 on there, because Cass is king. Lot of factories need to be repaired here. Oh, look at 27 freaking scrap metal short. Holy crap. So metalworking is done, which gives me more construction speed, but more importantly, I can now get steam powered extraction because I want that extra 12% of resources. I have also set up a whole bunch of infrastructure to be built as well. Not wasting my time going for 5 or halfway up. I've checked. There are no more focuses that give me for infrastructure. So all my core state are going to get a maximum of 10 infrastructure all around. Oh, I missed one out here. There we go. Fix that. And now my CAS is going to hit harder. So that now give me a boost for my fighters. More agility will help with their attack and speed, which is good. Now, something that's both good and bad is I've run into this impossible terrain here. Now, if you've ever fought Kaiser's Legion, you will know that these 3 pieces of impossible terrain can be a nightmare, especially when you have as little units as I do, because the AI messes up where your troops go. So I've actually completely stopped Necrophilian's advance. I'm relying only now on Tucson, on the Hilo Squadron to push south. As I can get more units into Prim's unit over here, then I may be able to push some Necrophilian guys down and start them on another order. And in case you are wondering, I've decided to name this unit, since he got Lone Wolf, the Wolf Squadron, because yes, Lone Wolf sucks. Focus fire is finished now. Normally I would get some passive boost for my LMGs or my flamers, but I want to actually get my rocket launchers so I can start making these bad boys in case I need them. And then I've got 55 air experience, so I can actually get a spirit. Now I can't decide which one to get of these because I'm not really sure on which one would be best, but here I know which one I want to get here. Air support protection, because that's going to boost my ground support by 5% and the attack factor by 5%. So that is very useful for my CAS. The sacrifices of ours is done. Now to get onto some more story and background based focuses. First of all, a chain dog. All you need to get what you want out of someone is a leash and a collar. Okay, that's a bit dark, but okay. Update on the fighting. They're a bit thinly stretched here, so I'm trying to manually them to make sure I don't lose the line. But if I do, I'm not too upset about it. And Necrophilian in the bottom here, I am doing some manual attacking just to, like I took 3 roads here, just trying to get some victory points, and then still pushing south. Almost gone into Tucson's territory here. So basically just trying to worm my way to take out 2 birds with 1 stone, and then I can swing north and east for Navarro and this part here. Although I don't know if they have cores, so hopefully taking out this stretch will be enough. Okay, let's find out about this chained dog. Our scouts have been able to locate a rather useful beast in the form of a particularly deranged yet useful super mutant. Handpicked by the master to serve in his super mutant army, Dog's job was to fetch new humans to be turned into super mutants. Dog was crushed by the master's defeat, and he eventually found his way to the Sierra Madre, where we found him. It should be easy to take advantage of his need for a master figure in order to enslave him like a beast. Dog is extremely loyal and will follow the commands issued by his master's voice to the letter, even if when it puts him in danger. It is ultimately the Brotherhood's duty to use the old wall to protect the new. After all, this beast will serve me well. So that's that one done. So now let's get on to Know the Ghosts. The legends and stories of Sierra Madre are disjointed, riddled with contractions between them. Was it? Yeah, contractions, yeah. One constant is that the Sierra Madre is a city of ghosts and one of groveling guardians. Keep severing my hands gets tiresome. Some field study is in order. Ghosts of the Past will be coming in 30 days. Now, I am still making progress. Kaiser is 63% towards capitulation. He's lost 45 or almost 46,000 troops and he has killed 3.7, so more than 10 times. But Gentle Soul is at 73. So, yes, I am now wondering if I need to start pushing, and if so, where? Because again, I'm worried about weak. My lines are already weak, especially here in the north, and I am very worried that they're going to just start pushing me backwards. I still think pushing down south here to help is good, but I'm definitely this is quite a hard battle. My manpower is down to 66, but hopefully it can hold out one more day. Actually, let's just run this so I can get another 500. Okay, this is my last chance to get more manpower with industrial fertilizer, 500 more and more monthly population and all that. For decisions for manpower, I am doing grain solicitations, as well as when I get the caps, military signing bonuses. Those are the two that will help boost me up so I can stay ever so slightly in the green with manpower. And I need to do some thinking what I'm going to do here with this line, especially north. If I had another 20 units, this would be a completely different story. Here we go. Warrior code is finished. So now let's get on and do combined arms for more boosts to my infantry and surprisingly some boosts to my power armor support companies, which I haven't added yet, but I may do so in the future, especially if I hit my special forces cap. Then I have neglected to tell you I have been getting some air doctrine as well. Decisive engagement is my favorite. It's always just works the best for me. I'm not saying it is the best, I'm saying it works the best for me. And I always choose the ones that have no negative when it comes to these splits. So whatever. I'm getting that one. Okay. Okay, awesome. My rocket launchers are finished, and that should help with these power armor and motorized troops here that I'm facing down in Tucson. Now, next I want to boost my flames for more breakthrough. So I'm going to take sustained pressure. Gives me more defense, more breakthrough, more soft attack. The high pressure is not bad either. Hard attack, HP, piercing, that's good. But I'm getting more of that from my rocket launchers. So I'm going to get the breakthrough here that I need. And let's definitely... I've got plenty of factories, but all of these need to be repaired, which is annoying. Okay, so let's put those guys in so they're upgrading. I now need 50 scrap metal. Horrendous. I can get another one. Luckily, Air Force Doctrine unlocks pretty damn quickly. Let's pop that in there. And then what else? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Guess who got a train trait? Harden got a train trait. So he gets improvisation expert to give him more movement on land. And, I can give him logistics wizard as well, so he uses less supplies. That's brilliant. If I can get that in McNamara, I'll be very pleased. And just to try keep pushing with my other units. I have set up small little breakthrough runs. Just trying to claim what I can, where I can, sniping for victory points so that I can get this up to, well, I need to get 28% of victory points away from Kaiser. So that's what I'm going to carry on doing there and hope for the best. All right, Ghosts of the Past. As the Brotherhood Paladins began to secure the villa outside the Sierra Madre, they faced hostile forces for the first time. The sound of creaking metal echoed throughout the villa like a distorted scream. One of the knights looked down at his chest, only to see a ghastly arm protruding from it, wriggling around in the air as if it were trying to grasp more flesh. Twitching violently, it pulled back with unwieldy force, and the knight fell to the ground as he vomited blood inside his own helmet. Gruesome. It stood there hunched over his kill with arms wide and reaching for the dead man. Suddenly it twitched in place, letting out a terrible screech, and chittered as it turned to face the group. Once men, these creatures seemed to have thrived through the use of suits Elijah recalls from Big Mountain, although their poor design led to the cloud eventually leaking into their suits and changing them for the worse. It took ages for our paladins to strike down the first of these, extremely durable despite their small figure. Their visors glowed a deep green, like haunted jade, and its green breath streamed out of the filter in waves like smoke. We will learn their secrets. There we go. And now to know the cloud. The legends and stories of Sierra Madre are disjointed riddles and with contractions between them. Sound familiar? One constant is the talk of a blood-red cloud over the city, a guardian miasma that chokes life out of whatever wanders into its grasp. The applications are inspiring. Let's start that off. Okay, so fuel injections made my planes better. Now I am done with air tech for now. I want to get heavy lifter robot. I'm going to need it for a focus. I'll probably do we'll do next episode. Heavy lifter robot there. And I have decided what last spirit I want to get. So some very good choices that are here. What I'm going to go for is well-trained reserves. Now, this is going to give me more breakthrough and, more importantly, 15% less soldier losses, which is going to be great. It is going to cost me an extra 10% in training time, but honestly, it's taking so long to train my units that I don't actually know if I'll actually see that. But if you don't want to get that one, I'll understand, because not having more units right now is a pain. How much is my training time actually costing me? Is there a way to see it? No. I wonder if there's a way to see what the total reduction in my training time actually is. Okay, let's learn about the mysteries of the cloud. The cloud is what blankets the sky here. You can smell it in the air. Copper and sulfur burns the lungs and seeps into the skin. The cloud is an airborne toxin spewed over the dead city of the Sierra Madre by the air conditioning and climate control systems inside the Sierra Madre casino and resort. Over the years, the cloud has only grown into a massive uh, blood-red fog that blankets the entire Sierra Madre. We found a ghoul here, Dean Domino, claims to be an expert on the subject. They said that the cloud wasn't always here, grew over the years, even without cars or factories to keep it pumping. Created as an experiment by the Big Mountain execs, the cloud is a product of the Z43 innovative toxins plant located in the crater. When Frederick Sinclair, the mastermind of the Sierra Madre, came to Big Mountain for technology to purchase, he unwittingly signed a Forsian pact. Apart from the holograms and matter recombinators, the scientists of Big Mountain would also place the cloud at the Sierra Madre, using the casino villa and its inhabitants as guinea pigs in its experiments. Sinclair likely saw no other way to get the technology he needed, as he was already teetering on the brink of bankruptcy when he started negotiating with the executives. Of course, he was not informed that he would be receiving more than just harmless prototypes. The cloud, if used right, could possibly serve as a great weapon if harnessed. Its abilities in how it can be used to preserve other old relics and cleanse them at the same time makes it perfect for Elijah's ambitions for the Brotherhood. With this, we could wipe the slate clean. And the old idea, who clutches all crowns, that's where we went to go look for the Enclave bunker, is done. So the Devil's Brigade bunker discovered. After a long and expensive search, our scout team was finally able to discern the location of the remnants bunker. With a bit of work, we were able to break inside and discover what was within. It's a smaller cache than what was originally thought possible. Only 5 suits, a few guns, and quite a bit of circuitry for the facility itself, and a vertibird. The quality and build of the equipment is positively stunning, however, so much so that we can use these suits to further our own power armor development. Strange how we didn't meet any survivors. Perhaps they are all dead. So I get 50 manpower, thank you, and then a big 100% research bonus for power armor technology, air technology, and infantry technology, and some resources in Ruby Hill. I also get 5 suits of advanced power armor Mark II, 5 gauge rifles, and a vertibird gunship. So that's all added. Nice. Now let's get to walk the cloud. The ghost people of the Sierra Madre haven't rotted away entirely on account of their suits, but they couldn't keep the cloud out altogether. Seeped in, decayed them from the inside, but stopped just short of killing them. The underlying design flaws in their suits could be used as a counterexample to drive my own work. Give me an idea what I could use to seal our power armor from the cloud. And now I'm going to get a 66% research bonus for power armor technology as well. And more air doctrines. Brilliant. Steam powered extraction equals more resources, and industrial fertilizer means more manpower. So now, first of all, I'm going to use this slot to get advanced tools to get my production efficiency cap up by 7%, and this one's going to carry on getting construction speed so that I can then move on to electrical extraction. Overcharged ammunition is done. Now I can get 201, 246. No, we're getting advanced service for my power armor. More speed. That's good. And one day until my sustained pressure is done. Let's watch this fight go. Sustained pressure done. Now incinerators. No, let me get my let's get a passive boost for my machine guns. So I do not ever advise taking low caliber ammunition, because although this gives a fantastic boost to your soft attack, it actually minuses from your hard attack and piercing. Here, -5, -5. Don't take that. Take high caliber ammunition. Smaller boosts, but it's better to get better stats than worse stats, obviously. To walk the cloud is finished. Now let's do the Gala event. The hour is at hand. All the pieces now in position. The Sierra Madre can be sung to life. Gala event in 30 days. I think once I take, or if hopefully I can take Tucson, then I might actually stop this advance south. Problem with Genta de Sol is they are, even if they are coming back, they are losing units, which is not good. So I may pause this a little bit and then push down here. I have decided that I want to send my robots up north here, take some of these victory points. I'll probably hold them, if this works out, hold them around this area here. So I'm mainly interested in taking out this chunk of land here. Whether it's a good or a bad idea, I don't know. Another thing I'm thinking about is seeing if I can get around this area here as well, so I can link these lines up. Heavy lifter robot done. That will set me up for the next episode. Now let me get cooling systems just while I'm at it. Risk is paying off. So I've got 3 separate individual orders running right now. My protectrons are pushing north here. They're doing okay. I have necrophilian. I've able to get them around these 2 bits of impossible terrain. So now my army is actually linked up. So again, it's spread nicely. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to push them with a breakthrough to get around this one. Believe it or not, I don't want to go for the water here. I don't want my lines to be split again. I just want to get around here so I can get these 2 victory points and keep my army linked up. And right now what I'm thinking is once I've done that right, if I can get my robots here on a separate order against Navarre, just to hold them for now, and then I can start pushing down and guard the riverbanks. It'll be more effective in pushing south. So that is my grand plan. Whether it's going to work, we'll have to see. Now it's time for the Gala event. The Sierra Madre never actually opened its doors and opened to the public. Why getting into the actual casino is so difficult? In order for us to get the technology within, we need to trigger the Gala event, a set of pre-existing conditions outside of the casino that will cause the doors to open. Our paladins prepared, with our paladins prepared, they begin to work trying to trigger this event, fighting off the ghost people around the villa all the while. Eventually, when we stationed 1 paladin at each end of the villa and had them perform corresponding actions, it caused what we were looking for. A voice could be heard over the intercom as the gates of Sierra Madre open. Everyone, please may I have your attention, guests and residents of the villa alike. I ask you to step outside and look to the night sky. It's the moment you've been waiting for, the reason we're all here. The Gala event, the grand opening of the Sierra Madre Casino. You are the ones who have made this momentous occasion possible. And for that we thank you. So raise your glass in celebration, let music fill the streets. Fireworks light the sky and promise of new beginnings fill your hearts. No matter what your fortune, no matter what your cares, let go this night and begin again. I suggest you hurry though. The gates of Sierra Madre will open, but only for a brief time. After that, the doors will close for the evening's festivities and won't open again till morning. This is my only chance to see what lies within. And now we're going to see what lies within with these 4 over here. Now I cannot remember which one is best. So I'm just going to start and do a smiley face here, starting from left to right with molecular assembly. The long road from the big empty has led me to this. Limitless prosperity from old world hubris. Matter recombination. The secret treasure of Sierra Madre. Oh, nice. Big mountains graced a discovery. 30 days. And who do we have here? Oh, another light robot company. Pushing is doing well. I need another 16%. And I can hopefully capitulate the Legion and focus on these other guys. Although these guys still worry me. Okay, so Big Mountain's greatest discovery is created at Big Mountain at the Y0 Research Center. The development of the Sierra Madre vending machines was bankrolled by Frederick Sinclair. The devices he commissioned were intended not just as vending machines, but as emergency dispensers supplying food and resources to ration out in the event of a nuclear holocaust. Useful. Although Sinclair described them as means for self-efficiency for the Madre, others felt that they were a means to ensure that any money spent at the casino would line Sinclair's pockets, especially with the ban on all other vending machines. To his employees, the vending machines felt like a company store. They could barely afford anything with the modest amount of chips they received along with their paycheck. At the heart of Sierra Madre's vending machines is a revolutionary pre-war technology that never achieved much commercial success outside, although it had the potential to stop the Great War if it had. Okay. The vending machine is a self-contained matter transformation device. It can recreate any item, limited by the template stored in its memory. Emergency codes could be used to unlock additional templates for medical supplies and other restricted items by using Sierra Madre chips and the alloy they are made from as a battery. and source of raw material for the created goods. It can also take certain items and transform them back into Sierra Madre chips. Okay, something out of Star Trek. As the chips were not uh, some form of nanotech feedstock, but simply alloys of common and fissionable elements which can be easily manufactured out of common junk, the machines use nuclear fission to process this material not only into tools but edible food and even prescription chems. The machines demonstrated that civilization was on the cusp of unimaginable prosperity when the bombs fell, a truly great height from which to fall. This technology can build a nation, and I'm going to get factory output plus 25 freaking percent. Amazing. Okay, we'll move on to that now. Molecular assembly done. I said smiley face, so we're going to move on to what remains. Death incarnate. That is the Sierra Madre's true form. In a place filled with nothing but death and despair, little remains, but those few dregs are like liquid starlight. Unkillable men who stalk the heart of the casino and vending machines capable of making something from almost nothing. These are the gifts left to us by the ghosts of Sierra Madre. So let's find out what remains in 30 days. Then, high caliber ammunition done. I've done that. I want in, which has a better production cost. 10.5, 10 incinerators. That also help with my breakthrough. Okay, nothing else coming up soon. Things are picking up. I don't know what's changed. I don't care. Still struggling with manpower, but pushing 3 directions is working. I have not stopped Helo Squadron here. They're pushing down south. Although Gentle Soul hopefully is starting to push back up, I have decided I'm sending a necrophilian to the coast. I want to try isolate Navarro and this land strip here. So my robots are almost finished taking down here. Then I'm going to push this area out, and then I'll separate them from armor group order along this border as best I can to hold it. Take this part out, and then I'm going to start pushing down south. I will leave some infantry units from necrophilian behind to guard these. Okay, not worry about that one. It's going to be guarding 1, 2. It's just a 2. I thought there was a third one. Okay, so just a 2. That's great. Okay, combined arms done. 1 left. Champions of Virtue. Special Forces are just going to get a massive boost with this one, and they are welcome to it. Now, I've finally done it. I've pushed through to the river here, and I've taken out the north. Kaiser is 6%, has taken down 6 victory points, and he'll be good. So I am going to take another risk. So let's delete everything here. Okay, now hopefully this freaking works. Okay, I'm going to take everybody here, put them on this line here. Then I want to do just a breakthrough. I want just this. Actually, no, maybe I should draw the line here. I'm hoping these guys can handle this. Okay, so they're going to attack there. I probably will lose some ground around here. And then what I'm going to do is McNamara, who by the way has got Desert Fox and only 1 trait, so improvisation expert at least, so everybody now moves a bit faster. Okay, so let's delete everything else. I think that's all the orders, and now let me go back to what I was doing originally, pushing down south here. By the way, if Rio Pact wants to get into some of this action, I will gladly give them the land, because that's okay. Everybody, okay, now necrophilian, I need to add you guys in here too. Okay, cool. What's this here? I hope these aren't Wolf Squadron. Wolf Squadron, why are you guys here? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I've added everybody in there. Oh, damn it all. Okay, let's fix this quickly. Got a bit too excited.
What can I do for you?
And NCR is busy fighting the 80s and the Thunderbirds, which means they're on the warpath again. Okay, yeah. So, Prim, my good man, get you guys on there. Okay, I think I've got everything sorted out. Let's see if this goes well or not. Advanced servos done. Now, I am going to get me some better power armor. T-45D. Let's go. And I can core Nedis Air Force Base. And I think Jacksontown might be ready to core as well. Let's just, yes, 96%. That's what I like to see. So then I'll have all the cores here. Oh, compliance is actually going up here slightly. Okay. Now, when the war's over, I'll sort out this mess. That's just a mess of its own right. And now we get to find out what remains. A notable aspect of the interior of Sierra Madre is the presence of holograms, ghastly specters of souls that died the day the bombs fell. Under the name of Hologram Project, they were created in Big Mountain by the Big Mountain Company at the Z38 Lightwave Dynamics Research Facility under license from Frederick Sinclair. The initial research and development was a success, creating 3D human figures, including a replica of Sinclair's love, Vera Keys. Sinclair wanted to take the project one step further, creating holograms with defensive capabilities. The Big Mountain refused due to the cost of such an endeavor. Sinclair then turned to National Electric, a rival company who signed an exclusive contract with Sinclair to create. Working from technology already developed in Big Mountain, they succeeded creating holographic security guards that could patrol restricted areas and attack intruders via laser beams. Due to the intensive energy requirements, holograms were linked with a nearby hologram emitter, only allowing them to travel a limited area of travel. Elijah believes he can rework the energy consumption of the holo emitters to make them usable outside of the Sierra Madre casino, effectively giving him an army that cannot be hurt or get weary, the ultimate weapon. Invulnerable soldiers of light capable of withstanding any attack. Division organization plus 10%. That means my guys fight even longer. Next, sun blotting Puna, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sun bleeding, whatever. The applications of the cloud are inspiring, a weapon unlike any other. Rust bleeding, swallowing the sun. Could wipe the slate clean should it be cast out into the wastes. It's tempting, can hardly help but dwell on the thought of it. A quiet world all my own. It would be beyond lesser men to resist. Fortunately, it has fallen into reliable hands. Let's harness the cloud. I'm actually not caring if these guys advance here, as long as they can hold. And we're going to be pushing south. How's cars are doing? 92%. Only 26% left. And Gentle Soul seems to be holding out. So that's good. Cooling systems finished. So that's robot tech done for now. Definitely not getting any of those. Now, haven't touched the vehicle technology, I think, except for just getting the bicycle. So now I want to work on this. So motorization first. And I've lost a whole bunch of warnings here. No resources problems. Manpower still a problem. And Gentle Soul seems to be fighting back nicely. They've taken a land here, so hopefully they push that way. We'll watch that they don't push back this way. They are, oh wow, they're almost going to capitulate. That is flipping amazing. So Kaiser and Tucson are on the brink of capitulating. All right, so bricks and advanced tools are finished researching. Now I am going to getting more resources, because even though I don't have the alarm, I'm not taking any chances there. And for this slot, I'm going to start doing this line here of recycling. I'm doing this because the free repair on my buildings that get damaged for whatever reason goes up. I don't think I'll actually be mentioning this in the future, just know that I'll be completing that line. Now, as you can see, Kaiser, well, they are start pushing it towards South Phoenix. So even though I don't want to, I've been forced to take, I've taken my 10 infantry units off my line, pushing south here, and trying to get this done as fast as possible. Hopefully Gentle Assault can help push out as well. But things are going quite well in general. Took some time. Actually, let me actually see, because Kaiser normally has... that is why we are both on 0 manpower. That's why I'm kicking his ass. Okay, that is... how's Tucson? How are you doing? Okay, he's got 3,000, so they still got plenty of manpower. Navarro should be pretty good as well. Okay, so I need to get my manpower up and keep Kaiser's down. Guys, it's happened. It seems that I have, by taking out Tucson and Kaiser's Legion basically simultaneously, I have won the war, because Navarro is also, looks like they're up for capitulation. So, Kaiser's Legion, done. Now, I am going to pass 10 turns. I want to see what Gentle Assault takes. I want them to take this area here, and then I'll see what I'm going to do after that. So, there, good. Okay, cool. I'm going to, actually, what can I actually puppet? I don't know, Cowboy Country, Flagstaff, Hangdogs, Laniers, definitely not. Oh, Satellite, yes. Puppet, Liberate. Robot. Tucson, okay. Okay, so I am just currently... I've got everything, guys. Absolutely freaking everything. Where the hell did Maxim go? Okay, so that only gives them that. Alright. I may, between episodes, get state transport tool and give them all of this. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay, so that's done. Now let me start taking states. I actually wouldn't mind leaving this alone as well, because when NCR comes, they're going to want to attack here. See, Yuma can keep that. So let me puppet. What is it? These guys are called broken hooks. Yeah, rusty hooks. The rusty. There we go. Okay, so that covers at least that one little bit over here. That's better than nothing. Okay, so I'm trying to be strategic here. Obviously, anybody comes from the south, they can freaking have it. Let's go back and actually not. I'm going to select all. Do I have enough? Oh, I've got plenty enough. Kaiser's Legion. I'm going to take everything there. Okay, and I'm going to take Navarro there. Okay, cool. Let's submit those demands. Okay, they're going to fight me. I don't care. Select or demand. You're not going to win me on this. I am... Ah, come on. Select or demand. You're going to carry on doing this. Okay, we can carry on. Okay, so I've taken everything. So they can have all of this. They are welcome to it. Okay. Rusty hooks I've left, and Maxon's bunker I've left as well. Yeah, wait, hold on. Is there any part of this that is Arizona? Because I get claims for Arizona later, but I won't be able to see now. I don't have the air map to check what's Arizona, what's not. It doesn't say. It just says who was here originally. You know what? You know what? They stood. They held out. They did well. Wouldn't mind actually giving them this whole bottom section here as well. But nah, I'll give it to Rio if they want. If they really want it. Confirm and exit. Conference effects. There we go. Okay, so I took 117 states. 12 states went to Gento de Sol. Annex, and I puppeted Rusty Hooks and Maxon's chapter. This is amazing. Look at me now. Look at me now. Okay. So that I'll handle probably between episodes. I'll just probably give that all to Maxon. I'm actually thinking maybe I can actually take Rusty Hooks back by annexing it. Don't worry, I have plenty of convoys to do that when basically whenever I want to. Alright, let me finish this off and oh wait, it's one day. Okay. Let's just finish this off. Get the next one completed. It's nice when everything gets captured in one, so I don't have those tiny pockets that have to be sorted out. That was actually freaking brilliant. I have to say that was amazing. Okay, harness the cloud. If we control the cloud, we control the Mojave. It's a remarkable weapon if used in the right way. Here within the Sierra Madre, it has served its purpose, but in order to facilitate the use of this outside of the casino, we will need to find a way to teleport it to specific localized areas without having to spread it to everywhere in between. It's no use if we have to hurt our own soldiers just as much as the enemies after all. The development of new rockets based at Repcon design will help to allow us the ability to spread the cloud to our enemies in a way that we can benefit from. Nice. The cloud will be the brother's ultimate weapon. Repcon cloud strikes grant strategic bombing plus 33%. I'm going to be getting myself into that very nicely. Oh, I got a whole bunch of manpower. Brilliant. Okay, so that's that. Next, last one of the smiley face is this. Spears of the Shining Memory. The Sierra Madre is scourged by ghosts, holograms bearing the faces of the deceased, sentinels bearing a luminous defensive array, shining swords of sorrow. Event putting Holo-Tech to use. Start. Now, what else do we have here? We have decisions. Exploit. No, I never exploit my puppets because it takes their autonomy up. So that's gone. No enemy cipher 2. Who have I not? Well, definitely need the Vera Rangers. Okay. Let me set up my troops and see you soon. Well, better late than never. Incinerators to burn my enemies. Now let me get me some heavy machine guns. Let's make these guys. You can see I have plenty of factories, but I'm going to be adding them on very carefully because I don't want these things to go red. I want to produce a lot of stuff. Now let me show you something scary. This is the resistance I currently have in the territories I have taken, and it's only going to go higher. And to solve this, if I wanted to, let me show you something even scarier. If I change my no occupation to even the smallest sporadic outposts, okay? Look at this. 7,500 manpower. So I am not sure what I'm going to do about this except for freaking change it back, because otherwise that's all going to go. Where's New Vegas? You go back to Caravan Guards. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to sort this out. Alright, putting Holo-Tech to use. Within the Sierra Madre there are several locations which we cannot easily access even after triggering the Gala Event. Specific doorways and corridors locked off to us. Elijah would be able to circumvent this through careful application one of his recent inventions, the Holo rifle. His modification of the LAER uses hologram technology from the Y0 facility as well as National Electric's weaponized hologram emitters in order to bypass these defenses. Seeing the effectiveness of these designs in the Sierra Madre has made Elijah curious if their possible application in the wasteland. It's important to initiate on design. Okay, yeah. Holo rifles, division recovery rate plus 10%. Great. Okay, Twin Mothers is back up and running. So is Dog City. So is the Pass. So is Castro Sol Robrum, whatever the hell it's freaking called. And this is reset again. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Okay. I know it's been a long episode, but we are finally here. It is time to begin again. Begin again in the night. Let's sway under again tonight. Your arm on my shoulder, your cheek against mine. Where can we go when we will find that we know? Sentimental garbage. Let's get this over with. Indeed, it's been a long episode. Let's get this over with. And finally, we are here. Vera Key's last performance. In order to break into the vault at the bottom of the Sierra Madre, we will need one last thing. It turns out that the vault was programmed to only open to her voice, something which may prove particularly difficult to obtain considering the degradation of holotapes we have on her singing. As we continue to search the casino for a way into the vault, we gradually learn more of Vera Key's life. Vera Keys was the stage name of a pre-war starlet for whom Frederick Sinclair built the Sierra Madre. The young starlet made a name for herself in Hollywood for her impeccable beauty and for appearing in a number of poorly written romances that drew large box office crowds regardless of critical reception. Dean Domino, an old flame of Vera's, introduced her to Sinclair after seeing that she had caught his eye, but things are never simple. Dean had grown resentful of the other man and decided to take everything from him, and Vera was coerced to agree to help with his plan because of past history. When she later started to get cold feet, he secured her assistance by blackmailing her with evidence of indiscretions and addictions to medics and super stimpaks. What he did not know was that the addiction stemmed from her taking the drugs as pain relief, a refuge from terminal illness. The shame of betraying Sinclair was percolating to the surface of her even a public persona. Vera, overcome with guilt, told Sinclair of the plot. Although he had long known of her and Domino's intentions, he had managed to bear that fact. But this knowledge blackened Sinclair's heart. He turned the vault into a trap for Domino, making it impossible to leave so that he would have an eternity to contemplate his betrayal. Sinclair eventually relented and attempted to return the casino to its original purpose, but this proved impossible. It had been built simply too well. He did what he could and hoped that after the doors to the vault locked, the Sierra Madre's broadcast the casino's emergency signal would bring help from the authorities and unlock the vault's treasure. Vera continues searching for a way into the vault, gets a voice given shape, and let's go. On the night the bombs dropped, the night of the grand opening, the casino locked its doors and its security systems activated. The holograms, due to a critical mistake, began to massacre the guests as a result of faulty programming, and Vera was trapped in a room with only one way out. She scrawled her last words, "Let go," on the wall, and took an overdose of the chem cocktail which had saved her from and caused so much pain already. A malfunction with the emergency broadcast caused by the Gala's events broadcasting being routed via the emergency announcement system to save money caused advertisement for the casino's grand opening to be sent across the airways rather than the intended rescue broadcast. For over 2 centuries, Vera's voice would act as bait, not for the rescue Sinclair had hoped for, but for the potential treasure hunters, luring them to their deaths, urging them to come to the Sierra Madre, a place where they could begin again. The earthly remains of Vera can be found in a chair in her suite, still wearing her gala dress. Her last moments were recorded by the security equipment, making the holograms patrolling the area as well as the hologram in the villa's fountain take form after her while playing what appears to be her last words, consisting of a plea to Sinclair to let her go. The hologram of Vera Key's room is notable for the fact that it recorded her final words. storing parts of her mind within itself as an impression of her, a memory. Elijah would be the one to realize that she could be used to open the vault, hacking into the holometers and enslaving the digital memory, forcing Vera's last words to come with him to the bottom of Sierra Madre to open the vault that was meant to protect her. I will have what is owed to me and begin again. We brought the broken voice of Vera Keys down into the low levels of the facility to finally arrive at what we had been waiting for, the vault. She would, as asked, open the door for us using Vera's last words. The vault itself was small, only a few small rooms well stocked with food, medical supplies, and the last of Sinclair's riches. There were gold bars here, a small nation's worth of gold, certainly more than the NCRs after their gold reserves were destroyed by the Brotherhood years ago. With the hologram technology and Vera's digital spectre, the vending machine technology, the holo rifle, the cloud, and now this gold reserve, this Mojave chapter was on the precipice of becoming something great. After all this time, the Sierra Madre is mine. So, Cap's income grants income plus 33%, passive Cap's income plus 10%, and I do believe if we look carefully, I have a new unit leader, the voice of Vera Keys, and she has an insane attack skill of 9. And by the way, guys, the maximum is 10. So the best attacking unit leader I have by far. But with that, I think it is high time to finally call an end to this episode. Very rarely do you see the Mojave chapter this big, but it's done. Next episode, I will be finishing off the focus tree and waiting for the inevitable attack from the New California Republic. We'll see how that one goes. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this extra long episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.